Hi friend, in today's video I'm just doing an oil painting. This is my first time ever using oil paint. If you've seen any of my other videos, you'll know that I'm taking an art class right now, which is for oil painting. And this is before we started actually painting in the class. We had like an introductory session, I guess, but I was itching to like try it out and see how everything would go. So over the weekend before my class, I just decided like I'm gonna do a little oil painting because why not? Right now I'm just working on a piece of, I don't even remember what kind of wood it is, but it's a little wood thing that I got from Michael's because I didn't have a small canvas. All of the canvases and canvas boards I have are 11 by 14, and that's for my class. And I just wanted to test out the paint, so I didn't want like a huge, not that 11 by 14 is huge, but I wanted something small, basically. And I didn't go to the store, so I just ended up using this. So I decided to draw cherries just because I wanted something kind of simple because I don't know what I'm doing, girl. No idea. I mean, like, it's painting, so you kind of know what to do, but I've never worked with oil paint specifically, and I only know, like, the basic rules, like fat over lean. So right now, I'm doing my lean layer. I already did the underpainting and kind of like a, I guess, pinkish. And then now I'm just kind of like filling in where I want the shadows to be in the midtones. Those are the midtones right there. I made like a slightly lighter color than the shadows I used. But anyways, if throughout this video, I noticed this while editing and it kind of bothered me. Like, it's not, like, this isn't the best setup for painting or drawing and stuff. So like sometimes the camera will focus on the paint and not on the actual painting. But I could just be nitpicking it because I've seen this so many times now. But I was looking on Amazon and I might get me like an overhead tripod thing just so it looks better because I'm sick. I'm sick and tired of like setting my camera off to the side and then not knowing if it's going to be in focus or not. Like, it just drives me crazy. So maybe I'll invest in that in the future. But for now, we rocking with the regular tripod, and I'm just going to do my best, so please bear with me. Also, I don't know if it's because I was painting on top of wood, and I thought about this when I was working on it. I didn't gesso the wood because I don't have gesso because all of my canvases are pre-treated, so like I didn't feel the need to get any. Oh, but I feel like that was a slight mistake. But this was just like to kind of get familiar with the medium. So like I'm not gonna harp on it, but next time if I do decide to paint on wood again, because I do like it and I think it's kind of cute. Like, not cuter than a canvas necessarily, but it's still cute. Like, it's a little moment, I guess, especially if you have like, if you can still see the wood in the background. If you don't paint the entire thing, you just paint over top and leave some of the bare wood shown. I think that's kind of cute. But next time, if I do decide to paint on wood, I would definitely gesso it first. Do not do what I did. Do not. But at this point in time, I realized that this is a hog hair brush I'm using right now. I very much so prefer these, like, just from this first session of me using it, because the synthetic brushes, like, it's good for acrylic, watercolor, stuff like that. But I feel like for oil paint, it just, I don't know how to describe it. Like, it doesn't blend enough for me personally. Like, it just kind of slaps the paint on top. Like, it doesn't absorb it so that you can blend it out, if that makes sense. So I was considering buying some more hog bristle brushes, like small ones, because I don't have a lot of small hog hair, I don't know what the hell I'm saying, hog hair brushes, and I feel like they would be very handy for me to use, but I think I'm just gonna get more accustomed to using the brushes I already have before I go buy some more. But anyways, if you saw what I did, I was blending it out and I was like, okay, like this is actually going well. I tried to do it with the synthetic brushes later on in this video when I did the shading or the shadow, the cast shadow, and it just was not going. It was not going. So hog hair, there's a reason they use it. There's a reason they use it, guys. They was right. So this next part is actually me a couple days later, or yeah, it was like a few days later, just to let the oils kind of dry a little bit more before I did stuff on top, because I needed to do highlights, and it's totally not because I forgot to do highlights in the first place, totally. So right now I'm just painting in the shadow. To mix this color, I did violet, black, and a little bit of red. So that's what I did to get the shadow color. This is the moment I was talking about where I was trying to blend it with a synthetic brush and it was not going. Synthetic brushes, I'm learning, are not for blending. If I want to blend, I'm using the hog bristle brush from now on, because it was not doing what I wanted it to do, but it's all right. It's still, it came out okay. And it's only my first one, and it's just for practice anyhow, so I'm not too concerned about it. I'm actually glad that I did a little bit of practice before my class. Even though it's a beginner's class, I feel like it will stress me out less if I at least have done something with oils before. Even though most of the people in the class have never worked with oils, but I'm not as much of a painter in general. I rarely paint. I'm more of a colored pencil girl or something. Yeah, color pencils are like the main thing I use, honestly. I'm a color pencil girl. I do not be painting, whether it's acrylic, watercolor, anything. I do not like watercolor. I do not like acrylics that much. But so far I do like oil because you can still blend. Me, I'm a slow worker, so I need to be able to still blend stuff in the meantime. Like acrylic, it don't give you no time to blend. It's like, girl, I'm dry and I can't do it. I could do it, but I don't want to do it. I need time to work. Anyway, I'm doing the highlights now. This is the part I forgot. And I realized while doing this, I needed a way smaller brush for the highlights, but I did not want to dirty up another one and have to clean it. So I said I'm rocking with the bigger brush, and I'll just keep that in my mind for next time. I need a very smaller brush if I want to do highlights, especially on a painting this small, because it's only like a few inches, 3x3 or 2x2. Either way, this brush was too big to do highlights, but I did my best. Okay. So here I'm just doing the last little touch-ups. All in all, I'm very satisfied with how this came out. You know, it's not exactly what I envisioned. I kind of wished I made the colors lighter, but as someone who does not mix paint regularly, I'm sure I'll get better at that. But overall, it did come out cute and I am satisfied. Anyways, thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe if you want to, or like and leave a comment, and follow me on Instagram. See you next week.